So the objective of this video is to help you discover what you're good at and what you're bad at, so you know what you should be focusing on, and that is you should be focusing on the stuff that you're bad at. To do this, we're going to use the matrix. Well, this matrix, we're going to be using this graph. I'm going to be building on the previous video, which means I'm assuming you know what it is that you need to learn, and you also know what gets you marks, and you know when your exams are. So let's crack on with the foundation of what it is to study sharp. This is the matrix, and this is going to be the core of how you should think when you're studying. With this framework, we're going to deep dive into what it is that you should be spending your time on so you can get the most marks for the amount of time that you spend. To quickly explain this thing, we've got effort getting larger as you go over to the right, which just means that you have to work harder, you have to spend more time trying to understand the concepts that you're studying. And on the y-axis we have marks, which means that as you go up this axis you're getting more marks. The first dot we're looking at is the low marks and high effort dot. This means you have to study extremely hard to get these marks, but you will get basically no reward for doing it. Don't do anything that is like this dot. It really is not worth your life. To take a really extreme example, this is like learning how to write your answers in binary for your history exam. This is extremely high effort, and you'll probably get 0 marks, or maybe 1. Another dot that we don't particularly want to concern ourselves with is this one. This is low marks and low effort. This would be something like coloring your diagrams in absolutely beautifully for your geography exam. I'm assuming that everyone knows how to color, which means it's very low effort, but you'll maybe get like 1 mark for you spending all that time perfecting your colouring. More excitingly, we have the high marks and low effort. This is all the stuff that you're very good at already. Perhaps there's a speaking element for your French exam and you have French heritage, so you can speak French already. And if you don't get above 90%, your grammaire is going to be very angry with you and you're not going to get any gâteau. And finally, this is the dot that we want to be paying a lot of attention to. This is high marks, high effort. These are your weaknesses. This is stuff that you aren't so good at. Unlike your weakness of not being able to write your answers in binary, if you overcome these weaknesses, you are going to be rewarded extremely generously. So an example would be, let's say you're struggling to understand Descartes' philosophy and you have an exam paper that is dedicated to assessing your ability to understand his meditations. That means spending a lot of time on this and nailing this is going to hugely contribute to your overall mark for your final university grade. So there you go, now you know about the matrix, and an activity for you the next time you go to study, try to figure out what it is that you should be studying on using this grid. In the next video I'll be going through some practical examples so you can see specifically how I use this grid for my Oxford finals, and until then I will leave it up to you. For more details on the transcript of this video and for more videos, do check out the Odd Education website down in the description. Be sure to join the conversation down in the comments of people sharing their own study tips and overcoming their study challenges together. And until next time, see ya. Welcome to An Odd Education, where Oxford and Cambridge students use neuroscience and psychology and our own experiences to teach you how to study more effectively. This means you'll get higher grades, you'll learn how to learn, and you'll learn how to think.